taxi, up that one, up that one. How are we going to get out of here?
Why don't you try the high road up there?
Okay, I'll take the high road, you take the low road. So long, Uncle Charles.
Ciao, George.
When I was thrown out of college, I made up my mind. I decided to live a little. I knew if I continued my academic endeavors, I could depend upon that check of yours every month. You know what I did? I took a plush Hollywood apartment, surrounded myself with all of the advantages of a wealthy bachelor. And I sent you glowing reports of a brilliant academic career.
Well, I suppose a certain amount of dishonesty is bound to beget a certain amount of dishonesty.
Hey.
What is wrong?
Well, you think we're going to be there,
Something's
not
over.
that.
What is with her? What is with her anyway? Great. I think Granny's okay. What happened?
Maybe they're right this time.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Inspector.
Good morning, Mr.
You know
Yeah, it's
something
not
shiny?
fall again.
Just thought you'd like to know the trial is what that's for tomorrow morning. Shouldn't take too long.
Well, that sounds encouraging.
I can't get out.
It's encouraging for me, but bad for you. Have some coffee, sir. You know, you two could save yourself a lot of trouble if you were taken with the juice.
I'll give you some of that porridge, Inspector. Guaranteed good for sleuthing.
Beautiful. We've offered before it's for coffee. It's all that's left.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself. Because you're going to be here for the next 20 years.
She's gonna knock it over again once the photo respawns there. Just wait. Nope. And I'm live streaming. Granny.
Harley? Madame, won't you sit down? I'll be brief and to the point. My husband feels he has enough evidence to prove that Sir Charles possessed him and to convict George of his fault.
Did you see that?
As I see it, he only has one chance. What is that? If your Highness were to testify on their behalf,
People watching the side.
somehow convince the jury that,
You don't see that?
well, that you just take the gun. You surprise me. I expect it. And I'm taking the chance that you will keep what I'm about to tell you in the strictest confidence. I think I can, yes.
Chat to them.
It's not too difficult. Being the worst of Inspector
Send
Clouseau,
us.
you could have been very helpful.
Send us smiley
I
face.
have to.
Oh, somebody said smiley face.
That
was me.
That was it. But I think we should know
watch it.
that Charles wanted to put it out.
There's like 2 other people beside. I'm one of them. Wait, watch this. Who's greedy? Hey, who's greedy? She's just and you got another person. I'm trolling. I don't even do the same thing. Trolling great.
You've had it all the time. You stole the jewel yourself these before the International Court made its decision.
Don't make it out.
Couldn't you say we took down from the ground? They just claimed Dr. Nick.
Oh, I'm dead.
No. You said Charles, you must prove that someone else done. We never do that. I have an idea.
The trial is the third day. Seldom in the history of Italian jurisprudence has a trial created such intense excitement. Thousands of people, and it is interesting to note most of them women, have gathered daily hoping to catch a glimpse of Sir Charles Liston, the man accused of being the notorious phantom. The court adjourned yesterday as the defense requested time to investigate certain new important evidence. And it is rumored that when the court convenes today, the defense will call a surprise witness.
The defense has only one witness, Mr. President. Please call Inspector Jacques Clouseau to the stand.
Give me a defense witness. Inspector Clouseau?
Nothing to worry about, my darling. We'll make fools out of them.
Like, don't laugh hungry. I don't know how to do that.
Inspector Clouseau? You've testified under oath to certain
Are you watching?
pertinent facts concerning this case.
I don't know.
Your testimony and your testimony alone has been a major factor in custody suspicion of the defendant. Aside from the man himself, you are the foremost authority.
Pattern, bro.
I've made the phantom my life work. Testified that Phantom has been a frequent guest for numerous parties given by Miss Angela Dulles. That is correct, yes. You testified that about a year or sometime afterwards that certain of Miss Dunning's guests were robbed of their jewels. Yes. How many times did this happen? 16. 16 parties. 16 thefts. Yes. And Sir Charles attended all 16 of those parties. All of them. And how many of those parties did you attend, Inspector? All of them. Oh. Very interesting. You attended the first party when the jewels were stolen? Yes. The jewels were stolen during or after the party? After. Oh, so then you knew they were going to be stolen? Oh, yes. How did you know?
Because he's the modus operandi of the phantom. He always works that way.
Were the same people always present at these parties? Go on.
Yes, very.
Outside of Sir Charles, was anybody else always present at each of these parties?
No.
Only Sir Charles was present at each party when there was a robbery.
I can't get out. Go where you want.
What about you? Yes, you.
No face with me.
What about me when you were there? Yes. Well, then Sir Charles was not the only one always present at each party.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. Yet. Inspector Clouseau, how much money did you make?
So, what does this got to do with it?
Well, it's Saturday. How much does the police inspector get paid?
You.
Enough to buy your wife $10,000 means. You're aware that your wife spent $7,000 at Yves Saint Laurent only last month? What? And 2 months before that, $4,000? Impossible. We know for a fact that your wife spent at least $30,000 on clothes during the past year.
So my wife is very frugal. She saves out of the upkeeping money.
$30,000 out of the housekeeping money.
Yeah, well, we've been married for 10 years.
About the time that these robberies began and the notorious Phantom came into existence, correct?
Yes. No, not correct. Of course not correct. Of course. You see,
Nine. take it.
I'm the princess.
Look at that.
You can't just let him Robinson.
Oh, it takes years to get through us. Besides, when the Phantom strikes again, the inspector will be as free as air. And the South American George, family ring.
I wouldn't miss it, Uncle Charles.
That's good. Who knows, when I retire, I might be ever business.
Crazy woman. She's the one who tried to tear up all his clothes. My wife. Wife? Thank my mother for the flowers. You're a national hero. I envy you. Good. A few years. But after you get out,
How many people are chatting? What is with these?
Tell me, Inspector. Senor Phantom. All those robberies. How did you ever manage it?
Well, you know, it wasn't easy.
Someone just someone told the RB to stop calling you. You know, Black people.
How do you get so much of those people?
I don't know.
How do you get chat?
Dude, someone just asked if I know Black Ink.
What time do you leave?
Boy.
All right. Those of you that were gone yesterday, a couple things about the film. Okay, the score. Okay, by Henry Mancini. All right, actually won an Oscar for that score. The film was released in 1963. I think I said 64 earlier. It's 63. So if you put 64, I'm going to take that off. Okay, like on your top box. It is 63. Okay. But yeah, won an Oscar, okay, for the score, best score that year. When we had the melody, the main Pink Panther melody, okay, what instrument typically was playing the main part? Saxophone, okay, all right. In an orchestra, in like your traditional orchestra from like that grew from the 1600s, 1700s into the 1800s. Saxophone was not a typical instrument because the saxophone didn't get invented until the mid 1800s, and so by then your standard orchestra was kind of set. So saxophone wasn't included in that. However,